This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for March 3rd, 2026. Sting has announced more dates on his North American Sting 3.0 tour. Tickets go on sale this Friday, March 6th at 10 a.m. That includes the only New England stop in Wallingford, Connecticut at the Toyota Oakdale Theater on November 9th. A new compilation series titled A Tribute to Green Day features more than 50 bands covering the legendary punk act's music, with proceeds benefiting a pair of no-kill animal shelters. Pre-orders for the first two albums, containing 59 tracks, are available on colored vinyl, limited to 1,000 copies. The first volume contains artwork inspired by Dookie. The second volume contains artwork inspired by Insomniac. 100% of the proceeds benefit Young Williams Animal Center in Knoxville, Tennessee, and Care of DC in Wappingers Falls, New York. Kitty have announced they're getting ready to celebrate 3 decades with their Legacy of Fire tour, 30 Years of Kitty. Tickets for the entire tour go on sale this Friday, March 6th. That includes their stop in New England at the Palladium in Worcester, Massachusetts on June 24th. Trent Reznor from 9 Inch Nails dropping some major news on stage in Tulsa, Oklahoma, hinting that the band's Peel It Back tour might be 9 Inch Nails' last time hitting the road. Saying, quote, "I think one of the first times we played here, I think maybe it was Kane's Ballroom like 80 years ago. I think when we were opening for Peter Murphy and we were playing Head Like a Hole and I could see someone in the back screaming the fucking lyrics back at me, and I thought, this is all I ever wanted in my life, is to connect with somebody like that dude in the back. Anyway, that's what I think of when I roll into Tulsa." He continued, "I don't know if we're going to be touring anymore after this, but I'm proud of the show that we're doing right now, and I'm fucking grateful that you've chosen to spend your evening with us tonight. Thank you very much." 9 Inch Nails stepped away from touring on the Wave Goodbye tour back in 2009, but returned to the road in 2013. Metallica are adding 6 more dates to their Life Burns Faster residency at the Sphere in Las Vegas. While the specific dates for the 6 shows have yet to be announced, fan club ticket pre-sales for those 6 shows start tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific. The initial 8-show run set to take place October 1st and 3rd, 15th and 17th, 22nd and 24th, and 29th and 31st of 2026. Continuing the band's no-repeat weekend tradition. Lars Ulrich sang about 12 seconds into the opening night of Sphere back when U2 was there in 2023. "I thought, we have to do this. It's completely uncharted territory. This residency gives us another chance to reinvent how we interact with our fans in a live setting. We're beyond excited to share this with the world in 6 months' time, and way too fucking psyched to go to the next level." Sharon Osbourne and Andy Coping, the promoter for Live Nation UK and the creative force behind the Download Festival, talked about the upcoming classical tour of Black Sabbath's catalog performed by local orchestras set to state-of-the-art visuals. Sharon saying Ozzy's keyboard player, Adam Wakeman, his father is Yes keyboard player Rick Wakeman, actually came up with the idea of doing a classical version of Sabbath. We said, great. He's converted the music into classical music, and then I said we need guitar players to come out in front. So we're going to bring in 4 guitar players to play together so people will see the original version and the classical one in one night. We're going to do it with state-of-the-art graphics and state-of-the-art sound systems and go to major cities and pick up the local Philharmonic. Coping chiming in that they're thinking about launching it in the UK, hopefully at the Royal Albert Hall, but saying it would be a springboard for having a tour, calling it very, very exciting. And earlier this month, rumors began that Sharon Osbourne was putting together Ozfest to go back out on the road. Now, during a recent appearance in Cannes, France, Sharon Osbourne said, quote, "Yes, absolutely, we're going to do it. Well, the last one we did was in 2018, just a month before Ozzy got sick, and that was at the Forum in Los Angeles, and there was no plans to stop it. We were going to do it, but Ozzy couldn't, and Ozzy and I would talk about it, and he'd say, 'Do you think Ozfest would work without me?' And I'm like, 'Yes, it's a brand. It would work without you.' And he said, 'We should do it.'" No word yet on what bands are going to be slated for the Ozfest. but it should return to the road in 2027. And Shinedown have once again made history as their single Searchlight has topped 2 rock radio charts this week, appearing at number 1 on the Media Base Active Rock chart and number 1 on the Billboard Mainstream Rock Airplay chart. This marks the group's 24th Media Base Active Rock chart topper and their 22nd Billboard Mainstream Rock Airplay chart. The band further extending its record for the most number 1 songs on both charts, 2 incredible milestones that continue to solidify their unmatched dominance at radio. Brent Smith from the band taking to social media saying, quote, "We don't take it for granted. I know I'm emotional. I tried to do this video a few times without being emotional. It's hard. Thank you so much." And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 299 featuring Damon Johnson from Brother Kane is available now.